Hello, everyone, and welcome to another lesson. I'm very happy to have you here with me. Today, I'm gonna do a build with you guys today, an automation build. Today, we're gonna build an AI travel agent, which is very, very cool. I will take you through the steps. I'll build this together with you. So, without further ado, just let's jump right in. So, I'm here in my n8n instance, and I have the first step, which is usually the trigger step. So the trigger step is the step that starts the whole automation. First of all, I'd like to rename. So I'm gonna name this AI travel agent. Okay, so thinking about this, and I like to do that always, is to think what elements do I need. So since this is an AI agent, I need a way to talk to the agent, and I need a way for the agent to get back to me. Okay, so that's first. So I need like a chat, so like it could be a native chat from n8n, but to make it more accessible, I need an external chat, something like, for example, WhatsApp, Telegram, whatever chat you use. Okay, so I need that. And to do that, I'm not going to build that part from scratch, because that part is part of this modular system that I built for myself, that I don't have to redo the things over and over and over again, which makes me quite faster when building automations and AI agents. So I'm going to go to this chat connector. I have this file called chat connector pieces, which basically is a file that has, for example, here we have WhatsApp, we have Slack, and we have Telegram. So these are pre-made, so I only need to copy. I'm going to copy the Telegram here, and I'm going to paste it right here. Okay, so I pasted everything here, and it's just a copy and paste thing. And the only thing I need to change is this one. So this is the incoming. So this process is the incoming message. That means any incoming message. I have a switch here. It processes images, it processes text, it processes audio, it processes everything. And then it gets back to us either with audio, either with text, depending on the type or the way that we communicated with it. So this is a ready-made system, so that I don't have to redo this over and over again. Okay, so I have now how I'm going to talk with my agent. So next, I want to start now building. So this is what I'm going to build, the middle part. Okay. So to do that, I'm going to start with an AI agent. So we're going to get the message, and I know we're going to have an AI agent. So here we have our agent here. Let's give it a brain. So I'm going to connect the Open Router, which is if you don't know, which is like a website that gives you access to all AI models. So you just load that account with some money, and you can use everything inside of here. Okay. I'm going to use the GPT-4 mini. It's quite cheap model, and it serves this purpose. So I am going to require this to not take from the chat, because we don't have connected chat to it, but I'm going to define below, and I'm going to require a specific output. That means I wanted this to output in a specific way. All right. So for the AI agent, I am going to this gives us a .text, like it outputs. The variable here is text. Okay. So here I know for sure that the user message would be JSON.text. So when I say JSON.text, so it takes whatever the node that is preceding it, and then .text, so which is the variable that is outputted by that node. So take whatever node from previous and take the text variable from it, which is exactly what we have. We have the text variable here. So now that we gave it the user message, now we want to add a system message. And a system message, I like to think of it as describing the abilities of this agent. Okay. So if this agent is, for example, an analytical agent, then I would describe what this agent is. And for our purposes, this is an flights agent, right? So I'm gonna paste here the prompt. You don't have to worry about the prompt here, because First, let me turn it into expression because there's an expression here. So you'll get everything in this. I'll export this from here, download, and then you can click on these three dots and import from file, and you'll have everything. So you don't have to worry about that. Let me delete this because this is just a placeholder, and I'll make a bit more space here, and I'll put the AI agent here. Okay, so I like sometimes to put these nodes like that, like ears or eyes, but it just gives more space below. And then I'm going to connect this to this. Okay. So basically what this agent does is it's going to take the text, and I'm telling it to extract specific things from the user inquiry, right? And to do that, I want to tell it that to follow a certain JSON scheme. Okay. And here we take, for example, the flight, the source country, the destination country, return date, number of stops, everything. We look for these things, okay? So I'm gonna put that in here. So we have the first one, which is interpreting the user message. Second thing is I'm gonna use an API to access Google Flights. And to do that, I'm gonna use the Google Flights API. You can access that with the SerpAPI.com. Here you can see all of the parameters that you need to put. But if you find this intimidating, you can just use the JSON file that I provide. Okay. So I'm going to do an HTTP request here. And the request is going to be to this endpoint. Okay. And the authentication is a generic one. It's a query auth. It's not a header auth. So where is the query auth here? And I'm going to select SERP API. In case you haven't set up yours, you just need to put API-key and then the value of the API key that you will generate once you sign up. Okay. So now I'm authenticated. I need to send query parameters. And the query parameters that I'm going to send are the following. First, I'm going to specify the engine, which is what am I reaching out for, which is Google Flights. Then I'm going to do the departure ID, which is the source of the country. And this has to be in a code like the 3 letters, okay, for the country, not the full name of the country. And this I will take from the output.source country, because this node will do will output something called output, and then inside of that output would be the source country. Okay, so this is the ID. The arrival is the arrival country. So it's going to be the destination country. In this case, I have it set up. And then we are going to also get the outbound date, which is the travel date. So when are they traveling? Okay. And then I'm going to have the return date. Now, sometimes the user might not give you everything, and it's okay because I prompted the agent in case it didn't find anything to give an answer based on that. Okay, so the currency is in USD. And then we have the language. Okay. I think that's about it. That's all what we need. Okay. So this is SERP API flights. This will do the request for the flights. Okay. So what we will have is a list of flights. So we are going to do a split. We're going to split whatever result we have. Probably going to get an array. So we're going to split the best flights. Okay. And then what we're going to do is we're going to aggregate all the data into a single field. Sorry, aggregating. So we're going to aggregate and put that in here. Get everything into one single. Okay. And then after that, we're going to do another agent, and this agent will do the following. So let me duplicate this one here. This agent will respond based on the data that it got. So we're going to connect the same model here. And this agent, as I said, is going to take the user query and is going to take the flight data. So it's going to take the text message, right? The message, and then the flights also data that we got from the data field. Okay. And the prompt is that they will receive and they need to summarize and get back to the user. So I'm going to connect this to this. Okay. Now this should work, but let's test this first. Okay. So I'm going to first align these like that and let's save. We'll test this and we'll see. Let me get my Telegram here. Okay, so this is my Telegram. Okay, so I'm gonna ask it this question. Can you check for me flights from New York to London tomorrow? Okay, but first we need to execute. Okay, so now it's waiting for the response. And let me go here and send him a message. So as you can see, it's working. Let me hide Telegram. There you go. So it sent us back the result. Let's go back to Telegram. There you go. It worked. Okay. It works from the first time. So I found 3 flights from New York to JFK to London. And then it gives us the flight, the departure, the arrival, the duration, the airplane, the price, the class. How awesome is that? So it gives us everything we need here. So these are the best flights. So let me get back to here and let's see what happened. So here the AI agent took the message and it outputted the way I wanted. So the flight search, yes. The country, source country, it gave us the 3-letter. The destination country, it gave us the travel date, the return date. Here, since I didn't give it any return date, I set it default to give me a return date after 2 days. And it did the number of stops, number of adults, and number of kids. So this was all fed to SerpAPI, and then all of this was back to us. So you see lots and lots and lots of information. So we split the best flights only. That way we get a series of flights here. And then we aggregate them and we feed them to the AI agent, which basically outputs the text that we have just basically seen. All right. And then that gets back to us in here into this one. As you can see here, I did not have to touch these parts. I didn't have to touch at all. I just copy pasted because these are basically like things that I don't have to repeat over and over again. Okay, so these are modular pieces I don't have to do over and over again. And I only need to do the agent here. All right, so I'm going to include this workflow in my community. Of course, I invite you to join. You will get lots and lots of other workflows as well, some courses. I'm there to answer your questions if you have any as well. I have also this flight AI travel agent as well in make.com in case you want that as well. It's also part of the community. I'm very happy that you joined. Thank you for watching. If you did like this video, give it a like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.